Oh my God. So I just came from the dentist, right? So my speech might be a little weird today. I just want to pump out this video because I'm so excited, right? Look, we all have 24 hours in a day, 24 hours. And every single day is training day. And I just came from the dentist, and I put some Grand Uncle G, right? And he always talks about the the ability of working with other people. I mean, it's just he cracks me up, man. That's Grant. That's courtesy of Grant Cardone, man. I love that part, man. My favorite part. And it's I love that story, man. I love that story, man. That's Grant, man. I love that part, man. Bah, bah, bah. What's that? Right? Let me just pause up. Right. So we all have 24 hours of the day, right? And it's a training. Every day is a training day. Look, as I was driving into the today, I mean, for the whole week, it's going to be raining, right? It's going to be all rainy. It's cloudy. I went and ran 7 miles yesterday, as you see in the video. And as I come home, wife is at work, there's no kids, so I'm by myself. I gotta be on the phones in probably in another maybe another hour and a half or two. So what I'm doing between right now and 11 a.m., I'm grinding, man. I'm training, right? And as I was coming back from the from the dentist, right? Mind you, it is pretty much is they just did a crown, and they just because when we moved, right? When we moved to from another state, right? We were busy, and I just couldn't do my yearly cleanup and my yearly there's a schedule for for my teeth. When I was going to my old dentist, I was with my dentist for almost like 30 years, right? So long story short, they did the work today because $1,000. That was $1,000, right? So now I have to recoup my 1,000. So I gotta go. I gotta go out there and sell something, right? So in order for me to be in the best possible mood, is I gotta be in training. I gotta be in training every single time. I cannot allow any. We all have 24 hours, right? And what Grant says, it is absolutely pivotal moment for your life, right? if you're working with a bunch of buffoons, what happened and is if you're working every day with the people you don't like, even though there's like there's always choices, right? So you're working every day, but you're not feeling fulfilled, right? So your frequency is not balanced enough that you're not that you cannot thrive, you cannot go to the next level unless you actually work with people you like, or at least having a labor or having an activity that some days, like I literally went down yesterday, was 7 miles, and it was pouring rain. I'm a little, actually, as a matter of fact, I'm a little sore because the grounds are different, so I had to do certain things. But I felt good, right? I got in the morning, and because of the anesthesia and a bunch of stuff, I have a little bit of headache. I have a little bit of coffee, and I'm like, I gotta get going, man. I cannot allow myself to, oh my God, it's raining. Literally, what do you want to do when you work from home? What do you want to do when it's a little cloudy and rainy? Crawl in bed, maybe watch it, sit in the right, put in the couch right now, and it's just like, I'm just gonna chill, right? So this is the office. I'm gonna sit my ass in here, and we're just gonna grind, right? We're just gonna grind, right? And I always talked about your thinking that always put something in the calendar because you're more motivated, right? And I remember when my stepdaughters came a few months ago, right? The calendar, and they were like, kids, especially for some reason, Americans are like obsession with calendars. If you go to people's refrigerators, they have the little calendar, and they're so obsessed to fucking calendars, right? But if you don't have a calendar of success, like I don't have a calendar what I'm going to do every day, and I'm like, I know what I need to do every day. I got to get up in the morning. I got to brush my teeth. I got to do my 120 push-ups. I got to do the study for my real estate license, and I need to pass this test, right? So you got to eliminate all of this distractions, like pretty much fucking everything that doesn't have to do with your future. You got to eliminate it, right? You got to, my sister recently changed her number after probably like 20 years. She's been having the same number for decades, right? So she changed her number. And one of my cousins like, hey, I was trying to call your sister, and I call him back. Says, look, a few days ago, I don't talk too much because sometimes I'm busy. I don't have time to lollygag and just kind of chit chat on the phone. I'm going to just call my cousin and spend a half an hour wasting, right? So I was just like in and out. I said, boy, you know what? If she just changed her number, and if she want to text you to give you maybe she doesn't want to be bothered, right? Because she is going to the next level. Because I was talking to her a few months ago. It's a look, honey, you gotta check, you gotta change your number, and you just gotta eliminate all the distractions for you to the next go. Dude, I'm 51. I'm 51 years old. I don't have a building. I don't have an investment properties, but it is. I'm 51. If you haven't watched the movie The Founder by McDonald's by Michael Keaton, did that movie a few years ago. The story of Ray Kroc. I mean, the dude was 55 years old. Ray Kroc was 55 years old. Colonel Sanders from KFC was, I don't know, 80 or so. I mean, I don't even remember. Most of the people that have thrived for certain, like catapult their success to a whole different level, they're passing 50. They're 50 years of age. So every day I get up, I pray, and say, thank God you give me. I was doing my running, right? So as I was doing my running, the rain, the water was pouring, and I was like, thank you for giving me one more day. One more day. Today I'm going to win. Today I get to live. right? Today I get to live one that I've been 4 years sober, right? So today I get to live sober for one more day. Today I'm winning today. Today I won last night. So right. So today is what, Thursday. We're closing to the weekend. It's August with September, October, November. We have 4 months. 4 months left to the year. We just like I'm like putting.
So that's why I work.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't care what it is. Pick it up, making a bed, handling anything in the house. Man, I work. Y'all see me work every day. I want to work. I'm not doing it for money. I can't spend this money. It's impossible. Maybe work spending money. It would be crazy. I got to come up with something stupid.
Right. These videos from Grant are literally from 7 years. So Grant Cardone is being a millionaire now. It's a billionaire. 7 years. Those videos are from 7 years ago, courtesy by I don't own the rights of Grant, but these videos are from 7 years ago. And there's another one with Ada I absolutely love, that he talks about money. He talks about money. He talks about that he goes to talk to.
All right, so now we
and talks about
do this. You will get that.
he talks about targeting.
I didn't pay for that, man. Other people pay for that. That's other people's money. So you don't need to wait to be a bank to get other people's money, right? The money that I put in real estate, that is other people's money I'm putting in real estate. I had a guy yesterday say, "Man, how can you put $60 million in a deal?"
They didn't mind.
I said, "What do you mean, Reginald? No, dude. I went and sold stuff. People gave me money, and I put it into real estate, which is part of this equation. Number one, the target. Number two, you need to get your income to a place. This is a fascinating concept right here. Okay, if you can do this, I guarantee you'll be rich. You need to get your income not.
These videos are from 7 years ago, which means that Grant is being a millionaire. He said, "Dude, I'm already rich. I'm already rich." So now when I see sometimes he actually has his real estate seminars on the weekend and on a Sunday. The dude really can actually. That's why I got to be in training. Because even though these guys are already rich, that could be literally in his yacht. He can probably, with the money he has, he can probably buy a yacht and be in Monaco and Marbella and just kind of like do a training maybe once a year and gather with a bunch of friends. He could just be set for the next 20 years. Grant is 61 years of age, right? I'm 50. I'm 51. I say, you know what? I'm like, as I was running my miles yesterday, and I was finishing up to the course. By the last mile, I was like really, really struggling because I didn't drink. I mean, I had my water in my backpack, but I said, I'm just gonna push harder, man. And I did finish, right? Because in my mind was said, you know what? I'm not gonna quit. I am gonna keep going, and I'm gonna be. I gotta be the best I can be. So number one, you gotta be around people. You gotta be around people you enjoy every day. So when these guys were throwing, when he was telling the story that he was in Marbella and goes to Gibraltar and see all these garbage men, patting each, and reminds me when I was working on a roof, and I used to be a commercial roofer, right? And we used to have a nice crew, man. So every day we didn't care the hard work, the dirty ass job, because we're having a good time because we enjoy the company of other people. In sales is different. You got to be around a team of monsters, a team on a fantastic level, so they push you to the next level. So looking forward to getting my real estate license so I can join a team and just like, dude, you guys have no idea how I'm ready to get out of this house, right? As I was driving to the dentist, it was a little, it was raining, but I was like, man, because even though I'm a high ticket sales and I collect money and stuff, but I'm like, bro, so I've been remotely for the past a year and couple of months. I can only imagine with because when the pandemic hit, I was outside working, so I had working. So man, keep training, keep pushing forward, keep moving forward, keep moving forward, and train. And if you have forget about Netflix, sign for YouTube Premium. You can have videos of Grant Cardone training Grant Cardone, a bunch of Tony Robbins, Eric Thomas, Andre Frisella, Andy Elliott, all these dudes I mean, with no commercial. So it is the best investment. So you got to invest in yourself. So have a good afternoon, have a great day, and go and enjoy it. But I'm gonna have a cup of coffee and I'll have a little. I have a headache, so hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. Unbreakable Rogues. Please take care of yourself. Please take care of yourself. The mind, I'm telling you, the mind is the most important thing. The mind, man. The mind is just like David Goggins always said. The mind is it's like this medieval motherfucker. As I was driving my car, I was like, maybe we should just take the. And I was like, no, today we're gonna finish strong. So have a good day and let's go.